CAG will be starting on the defense as this is Soul's hard map pick. So, what do we...
40 seconds, they've still got a bit of work to do to make their way into the sites, but they know where all their defenders are going to be with these corners. If they can get any more picks of them just before the end, it'd be nice there. Ansem, he wasn't there for the APAC Grand Final. He comes in for this series here in the LCQ, and he isn't able to find anything in the opener. Jibisu does get at least Scatman back. 4v3, 20 seconds. The delay is there, but they should still get the diffuser plant, it seems. DD Man trying to go forward. He will just almost find it. Not quite there. Jibisu will get himself the double, triple kill in the round. And now Shurip, though, is the one who has to pull this off here in the 1v2. Missed the punch. He will get the...
Which, I think maybe Soul's Heart, they've got that read that there's a Wamai, there's a clash on this CC side. We've opened the wall and they're gone directly into sight, just like that. They've found the gap has.
Markalele with the double. They have at least managed to keep this in the 3v3 here, CAG. He's still to work with here. Markalele starts to plant that diffuser, and I don't know if they're able to really stop that. Arculi, though, does get punched, knocked down just before it's gone through. So, player advantage with them. But surely Soul's Hearts can feel they can maybe fly a bit further back, but because they lose that opener just before the end of it there, it means that they want to get a bit more aggressive. So it's all left on I9. And Knighton will have absolutely none of it. A triple in the round. And CAG, things got a little bit... Oh, a nice opener there for CAG. Now, pressure just gets put back on Soul's Heart. Especially when they have to get this opening one there, but DCH actually...
Other than the Tachanka to delay and deny that plant, but... 35 seconds left. They are aware there's still the lurkers below who can cause issues, which, as we see, Mr. Punch completely take down Akali. There goes your vert pressure. And now the plant might be on here.
3v3, TD will get that big kill there just to keep things even. Punch is going to be taking a bit of damage there. I9 is going for that diffuser plant, and he should get it down as Punch and Markalele will get themselves big kills. Knighton is technically on the flank here, and he does find the first position, no. But possibly still an opportunity now if he can try and isolate these fights. Needs this one here from the outside because I9's just going to be playing up close to him, delaying for as long as possible, looking to try and find an angle around. I9 is incredibly low, so he knows that he can be taken out here. And Knighton, this could possibly come through now. Markalele, though, on the outside, he's got HP advantage and the workaround. Surely there is no way he would need to get one tap to lose this one out. The angle...
You'll see a couple members of CAG also on the top floor, so they have to be very careful they're not going to get rushed directly onto site, which I think they might have been thinking just then.
Losing that early player, they managed to bring it back to a 2v1 for an after plant, but it's still, well, is getting even worse now as it will be punched. DCH as well. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, just two members.
Have a miracle or find these picks really quickly to stop them from going for a round win here.
He's hearing all this, and now the damage hit. Their life surely is just about done, and now all that remains.
Crucial space here, and now they can have a minute to figure out where the util is and go for an execute. This is really, really favoring Soul's Heart here.
Shurip will try and stop that in its tracks, and just as you say, well, it all falls to pieces in a matter of seconds. Markalele manages to get one back, but Chibusu and also the work of Shurip looks like it's got this round in the bag for CAG. It's just like that, it's all left on one. Shurip is down, so technically it's a 1v2 rather than the 1v3, and now that will be deleted. 40 seconds, diffuser is down right in front of Scatman. There's absolutely a world he can get this done. What they have to do here, Osaka, they don't need to particularly peek anything early on. They just need to play off each other. If one goes down, the secondary should come through, but now the movement on the other side there, and I wonder if he just read that. 23 seconds, and as Soul's Heart is available to them as his first fight early on from the outset, and Shuri decides... No, I'm looking pretty good so far, so I'll keep this one rolling for us as Chibisu takes the damage but delivers that kill onto Scat, and the second, the pistol out!
Lose their lives, lose a pick. Because that could be a monumental flaw for their defense here. Whoa. Which, timing there, DC does take down DD Man and it's back to a 3v3. 30 seconds left, and they're going to have to go for this execute real soon, Has.
That they are. They've managed to bring it back to that 3v3, but time is with CAG here. It feels like they should have done enough. They've got a few bits of utility still to use. That C4, especially on Anton, will be pivotal if he gets a chance to throw that towards a diffuser plant, if that even comes through. Although I9, the timing's perfect there. Chibisu gets that one back, and a triple. Chibisu having himself around, and I9 needs to come through in the clutch. 4 seconds, there's just no time remaining. He runs into the...
Happy at least, or not happy, but at least okay with the 3-3 half. Now they can now focus on the second half, which we do see the bans coming.
Sort of the exact opposite of what we saw from CAG and what they were able to provide on the basement side of things.
Oh.
And Punch knocks down Chip. I9's changing position as well. Constantly on the move. And he needs this one here. They know it. They're just wasting so much time just to find this kill. They eventually will. For 10 seconds. I don't even know if they get the chance to even plant the diffuser at this point as they're trying to make their way in.
Finding that there was the lurker in the garage, which for site being bedroom and gym, there's not a lot of cover, but they haven't checked I9 hiding under the stairs, and just like that, fade away.
Dropped. He's not completely out, but you doubt he'll be seeing any more action here as CAG 20 seconds. Still need to start this hit coming through, but it seems like they've run this one beautifully. DCH doesn't even think to check. Punch gets one back, but the trades are there. It's all working out for them. And now it's I9 trying to hold this one together. Pistol comes out. He can't stop it. Diffuser should be planted. And this 1v3, it'd be a miracle if I9 was able to get this one here. He's hoping maybe to stop the diffuser plan. Doesn't happen.
Work it out, trying to delay once again everything that is possible. But DCH getting completely cut off. Able to pick up one, though, with a beautiful SMG-12 kill, but does finally get taken down. But he did his job. He wasted his time, and he got a kill there.
That was an insane kill. Just complete reactions on that side. Mr. Punch, though, will not be as lucky as DD will lock that one away. And just like that, CAG retake the momentum for this one. Anton is doing great work so far and just comes out with the tap. I try and put this together, it would be them. Time continues to tick, 20 seconds and below now, and the C4 could do a fair bit of damage outside. It can't quite hit, then Chibisu gets Makalele. Scapman needs a 1v4 to try and clutch this one up. He can only get the one.
I think a little bit of the pressure's starting to maybe work into the aggressive take here as we see DD with the Gone 6 ready in hand to get rid of the... And as we see there, Kelly already inside and taking down I9. Does get traded down, Mr. Punch as well, and we're left in a 4v3. And just like that, it slows down.
All that pace disappears for half a second, but Makalele gets Chibisu, and that might just about do it here for this round. He's got an opportunity maybe if they present some angles. There was one there for half a second. But considering though where Shureep is as well, and he's already taking so much damage, surely there's no way back into this one here. Still plenty of time, but again, can look to go across the runaway, and Shureep has actually find DCH, so that's not completely over. But there's still a whole lot of work to do.
They have no vert angles. They have to go for these gunfights and try get these picks and isolating these picks. As we do see Anaton tracking down the Valkyrie with his drone. He knows exactly where he is. We see Nade and C4 traded out, but Mr. Punch on the winning side there, and it's left Shureep in a 1v3, diffuser down, no control inside. It's going to be near impossible. And they know exactly where he is.
If he was already know where he is.
They're aware of the Valkyrie, which could be very crucial, but I do mention that. But Shureep definitely aware there's the lurker below. Mr. Punch has an answer straight through the wall.
HP, slight gap there, just waiting to see if something comes through. Oh, it does, but it's not in his favor. Chibisu at least gets one back to eliminate I9. But Soul's Heart, 4v3. They continue to hold this one together as we tick down below 40 seconds now. Anton creeping forward. They need to somehow sort of put this one into the 4. Well, I was going to say a 3v3. Makalele's having none of it. The C4 comes through, delivers exactly what he was after. Now, Cooley and Anton, surely there's no way back into this. A spot for a second. They did get at least one onto Punch, but DCH deals with that. And Anton knows that his time is numbered here. Shield is down, pistol is out. He's trying to get forward. He might actually be able to get at least the one here. Misses the pistol shot initially. Still gets it, but diffuser.
Reach rush here as the flashes go out. They might be going for this execute.
They are, so they've gotten that information. There's only the one in garage, but just because there's only one doesn't mean he can't do the damage. Makalele goes massive. 4v3 now. And CAG have to try and pull this one back to keep the map alive. Makalele's still in there. 12 kills on the day here.
No!
I9 getting aggressive. Some of the plays we've seen from him have...
Try and win this right now.
Makalele is just proving such a nuisance, and that one flash remaining still doesn't hit him. Oh, Makalele makes it a triple. Arculi will put him down 2v2 to decide this map here and now. 10 seconds. They need to plant this diffuser in time. It's going to work against them. And all of a sudden, Arculi, the reload coming through. DD man puts it down. He needs to hold. Hope his teammate can keep it together. But down he goes. DCH locks it in. And well, speaking of said series, here we go. We are just straight in. We discussed the end of this series, or maybe just what was map 2 and where we're going for. Continue to look these drones and information across.
Which beautiful opening kill there on Jibisu taking.
Punch is taken down incredibly low. So he's already under pressure. His position should be pretty well known as well. And the others creep forward, and it will be Arculi to find that one. Makalele will not take part in this round, and it is flawless almost. The Scatman, the only one remaining to try and shut this down. The C4 goes out as well. That was
diffuser.
Close, and it will actually stop the diffuser 3 seconds if he just stays alive. But he's beat.
To use the cams and see how they go.
This first fight, massive, and it's Shurip who will perfectly right now. Soul's Heart, they are well aware they are about to be hit from all angles. Time is low, but should still be easy enough for them to get the plants down. And just like that, I9 is all that remains. DCH is down, out, and CAG. Let's see if his head was spotted out there from a second from Makalele. Pivotal in that last map. He hasn't still been able to find a kill yet, but finally it's an opener. Scatman will shut down Shurip, and he might have a second here presenting itself, but Chibisu will bring that back to the 4v4. 8 seconds. I9 still got utility just to delay even further. And CAG begin to realise that they need to find something here, and it's happened. DCH is dropped. That's it with that kill. Just what they were hoping for. I9's only got one more canister to sort of delay here. Punch. Seeing, passing information across the spray. He can't connect, and then Anton jumps on top of it. A double in the round. Make it a triple. He is locking him now. It all is left on Makalele. He will get 2. Diffuser planted. It's left in the 1v1. Can he find himself this triple? Arculi spots there.
The third one, obviously the tertiary site, so usually considered the weakest. Soul's Heart trying. Mr. Punch not giving them anything. Trying to waste as much time as possible, which is working quite well. Jury going for the kill though, but Mr. Punch with the answer. That is a crucial kill. Anatim with an answer on Makalele. They're bringing it back to a 3v3. They have managed to make it towards side. Chibisu taking down I9.
Seconds, they will start to enter this room if they swing off together. Drone was spotted. Now that information passed across, and they know where Punch was sitting as well. He needs to be oh so careful. He will deliver that one on Jibisu! Punch with the triple in the round, but now he needs to clutch up. CAG, they did it last time here. DD needs to get that diffuser. good kills. As Michael, at the very least, is getting some decent information about the progress that CAG are making upstairs. It doesn't matter, though, when Chibisu keeps finding openers. Punch, though, we saw him warm up last round. He gets one, but only the one. Once again,
it does look like they are focusing on that bakery push, which DCH and Solus are aware of, and I don't think they're aware of what DCH is. There goes down one, but Anton with an answer. The gunfight's going up, but DCH with two, leaving it in a 2v2.
26 seconds, he needs the third, it won't be delivered. Scatman now 1v2, surely not again, Soul's Heart. C4 out, he won't find the damage. He's after the shotgun, comes out just a little too late.
On the rappel that might be able to capitalize on that info.
Oh, waiting around, Scatman will deliver the first. Lots of pressure being applied from all sides. Soul's Heart, a very rare opening pick, and now a second to follow it as well, DCH, and all of a sudden, Markalele, finally, it's all coming together. There will be no...
In a 5-0 situation, Soul's Heart's mental might be like, okay, this is the last round, let's just do what we do. Soul's Heart play there, but we are now on the side switch. This is the time that if Soul's Heart is going to pick up, they have to... I don't know if he's aware that there's a couple of members just sitting here. He's prepared for a gunfight, but there we go. He's starting to do the vert, completely unaware. There's two members still holding above. 25 seconds left in a 5v2, and both Soul's Heart players are separated. There we go, Anderson taking down DCH. Scamman does take down one, but now player location known. 15 seconds left, nowhere near the site, and no diffuser.
And that is round done. He might be able to find a few exits and, padded the scoreline he has. CAG know they don't need to face this one, and they are up to 6, so it ain't a 7-0, but they're closing in on the 7-1.
Time ticking, it always favors the defense, particularly with this momentum right now has.
And just like that, Achille puts what might be the first of what has been 6 daggers into the back of Soul's Heart for this map. Another opener, and a second presents itself. Shoereap knocks it down. Soul's Heart are an absolute rabble at the moment. They have absolutely nothing to say in this one. And Shuri, I was going to say Punch, is he aware that he's going to be in that position? Well, now he is, and he will be able to deliver that one. 4-3, and Scatman gets our kill. Okay. I might have spoken just a little too early. DD will
try pull something out in the last 35 seconds of this round and potentially this map.
Markalele needs to hit this shot. It ain't happening. Chibisu will knock him down and find the last as well. And CAG are not going anywhere. This one will go all the way.
Needs to reset and take that aggression that CAG have been giving them and returning.
After this map with us to discuss the result, one that we're not sure about, I'd say most people.
Into sight, there's still a lot of anchor positions, and there is a C4 in play. They have to go now.
That they do. I9 will get the opener of his own onto Chibisu there, and Markalele onto Anton, and all of a sudden things just switch around a bit differently. CAG all of a sudden have a bit of pressure on them to get this one down. 18 seconds, angles are being held nicely. Achille, he's got an angle through on towards that A side there, but it's not going to be left in time, and that's what might get them in the end. Punch gets Achille, and it looks like Soul's Heart will be taking this. 50 seconds starts to lean in Soul's Heart's favour.
Which they are starting to push out the top floor, but yeah, 50 seconds left. Diffuser is purposely dropped outside the main window. There goes your shield. Traded immediately back 4v4. But now we're getting the kills going out, the gunfights at the top floor, but site is below and they're running out of time and they do not have Diffuser in hand.
With Chibisu going down as well, that is going to make things even more difficult. And Soul's Heart, the second round, is within touching distance here. DD and Achille need to lock in, and that Diffuser being down, well, that's not what's a problem, and now it is basically just in the back of DD's mind. He is aware this one is done.
Stating if it's a 3-0 currently, but CAG taking their time clearing the room as they are aware of where Mr. Punch is, and the nade does go down, but DCH does have an answer on Achille. There goes your ace as well. A crucial issue right now. The nades are going out trying to clear this player. And we finally see the Mav getting there, but it's 25 seconds left and they haven't managed to clear anything, has.
Scatman is somehow still alive. I don't know how he's still up. He's charging. Oh my god! Oh, DCA!
The TK!
Kills him! No, not the TK! Not in map number 3! Somehow it's actually still in their favour, but DD could be the one to disaster them here as I9. He's got himself the double. Just like that, it's DD in a 1v2, 1v1. The seconds ticking and I9 will get the final kill.
Down, able to fall off safely so far, which he's wasted so much time, and able to pick up Shurif. There goes your Twitch. So the fact that he managed...
It's hard. I'm giving CAG a bit of a taste of their own medicine right now. They're still hanging around. Chibisu, though,
playing close with the shotgun in piano. 30 seconds left. They're starting to make their way into sight, but we still have the Fenrir Dreads stopping the information. Makalele taking him down. Akali taking down Scatman there. There goes your smokes. But 3v3 running out of time. They're forced to push into sight. But the trades are going out. 1, 2, 3, leaving it in a 2v1. And Anderton is not even near sight.
this one's over. Diffuser is absolutely not near him. Seconds are gone. He needs to take the fight and somehow win out.
2 or 3v3.
They wouldn't put it past him here. He's absolutely switched on right now. And another kill. He's 8-0. An idea. Those bullets not far off. But they're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into trying to stop him. Diffuser dropped. I9 is going above and beyond. Finally shut down from Arculi. But Makalele in third map here. I mean, at 5-0, there's surely no way that one's recovered. He holds, he waits, he throws, he hits! Arculi is knocked down! And now Anderton is left in a 1v1. No kills coming into this round. Now he needs to find it. The spray doesn't connect, but he does.
Minute left. They're starting to put the pressure on site, but I mean, time is ticking, and a beautiful shot there on Makalele to open up the round. To all funnel directly down this main stairs here.
Exactly what Soul's Heart are hoping for here. Oh, Makalele gets one. Anderson, though, is able to get that trade, a well-placed nade. But it's still Soul's Heart who hold the player advantage. Arculi, they weren't ready for that punch. He was already low, but now 3v3. 20 seconds, Soul's Heart, and have positioning here. They just need to hold out. They need to get these angles done as the diffuser is attempted to plant it. Arculi doing the work, but DCH and I9 get the kills required. Shurip needs to go wild here, and he's just not going to be given the angles. 3 seconds and counting. Work to do here, CAG.
Okay, side switch in. 5-1 down on what Soul's Heart does and how they're going to win that next round, which we do see the bands come
in a pretty decent position, even if they've lost that opener there. But it's the next kill that is so very important. And DCH coming alive with a double. DD needs to respond. He can only get the one. 3v2 now as Shurip joins the party. But right now, him and Chibusu are left in a 2v3. And Soul's Heart have gotten control here. Still plenty of time as well. 60 seconds on the clock. They haven't gone for the plant yet because they still need to get rid of Chibusu, who finds one. The double as well. And it's a 1v1. Everything could be decided almost here and now. 5 points. Match and series on the line. Can he hold this out? Shurip is going back and forth. He needs a headshot. He's so low. And he finds it! CAG will not go quiet.
They're going to be someone towards that side, even if all 5 members have rotated across to the library.
As the openers come through, it's a trade between Punch.
He could waste a lot of time here if he can. He might even be able to get a kill. But 40 seconds left. They have to focus towards sight. He does get taken out, so there goes the man advantage, or the man equalizing. But now they have to execute onto sight, and they don't have a decent amount of time. But on CAG's side, they don't have a lot of denial. They don't have any C4s. They do have impacts, but if they manage to get into the site, they have to swing out into these crossfires.
Anderson's got to stay up because he's the only one with that utility. The impacts could be massive. 15 seconds and counting, and they will get rid of him. And now there is no denial, so it is just going to be Angels. Chibusu has got himself a double in this round, and now he needs to go nuclear, and it's just not going to happen.
And I'm getting some information of where that util is with the new Thatcher. Or at least aware. We do see the early gunfight, which Makalele does take. They've managed to open the office wall, but they haven't cleared it out, which means DD has vert control over the plant site here. Kelly does take down Makalele. There goes your diffuser as well. We see flashes going out, and there is gunfire going down in the main site. But Scatman able to sneak into... 45 seconds left. DD still has the vert control. They have to be very careful, but they are aware that he's still up there. And this is the crucial gunfight. 1-2 down has, and it's left in a 1v3 now. Anderson, the last
all to do. It's a 1v4. He's knocked one, and now he needs to go nuclear. And Soul's Heart can taste it. They can't stop the diffuser plan, and he knows in the back of his mind that this one is basically done. Shots firing around. How is he supposed to isolate 3 different fights here? Soul's Heart don't even need to look at him. They can just fall.